It's been 9 months since I made a haul video. Hey everyone, this is Joakim Comic Center back again for another haul video. And apparently it's been 9 months since I did one. Been a couple of months and weeks since my last video overall. And that is simply because I simply started working again, thankfully. So whenever there's an absence from the channel, it's for a good cause. And the beginning of the year, I actually didn't get a lot of work with my own freelance business, making photography and videography for both companies and weddings and such. But then by the end of May, they just stacked up all of a sudden, and I'm thankful for that. And I knew that I wouldn't get much time to make YouTube videos, so I actually went out the week before that. All those work days started stacking up and filmed on a lot of locations in the town that I'm living in, but I never really got back to it after all of those other assignments. So I have a lot of footage that I really should be working on and compiling in some video. I can show you some of it here in the beginning, but I hope I can make something out of that, even though I didn't really finish it up with a nice ending. And now I had my haircut and I don't know if that would be too weird to finish that video off, but still with me, but with the obvious being that this was the project that was laid on hold. Or I can just go out and do it all again, I suppose. But it took a whole day to film all of that. But I digress. And I recently now started working for the local postal office, which is actually quite fun to actually just the security of getting back to a 9-to-5 job. In my case, is kind of a relief for the moment, for the summer period. And then I have some other work lined up for me this fall, which is also going to be an opportunity for me to actually film on other locations. But it all depends on how much energy I have left by the end of the day also. So I am intending to keep on making videos for this channel. It's just that, you know, whenever there's a lot of work, and this channel, as long as we don't make our living on it, it's always gonna be second priority. But of course, I am glad that you've stayed and have waited for me to stop talking about my life and just get back into some regular comics. So let's do this. This is actually a graphic novel haul that is also kind of a birthday haul, because I got a few bucks for my birthday, and this year I intended to, let's actually buy something this time and not just save it up and let's just get loose and buy some fun comics that I've wanted to check out. Because if you didn't know, most of my comic books that I get in to this collection right now, I try to make really sure that it's something that I want to read and something that I'll reread and have a lot of thought about it before I get it into the collection. So therefore I pre-order a lot of my books. These ones were books that got released and I was just thinking that they were interesting, but maybe not as interesting in order to make a pre-order of them. So we just stacked up on a wish list on a Swedish book site. And now when I had some extra cash, I was thinking, okay, this is the time. So a few books and let's start this. Okay, I'm gonna start off with one of the independent comic book companies, that is Image Comics. Maybe not as independent as it was back in the day, but still, it is mostly their own IP with most of the stories. This one, not so much. This is the same branding that IDW had in the past. Of course, I'm talking about Transformers. and this is book 2, or volume 2, featuring Megatron on the cover, of course. I've only read volume 1. I really liked volume 1, but I'll probably have to go back and reread that volume in order to get back into this world. And actually, to make it even more difficult for myself, I'm actually trying to reread phase 1 of the IDW collection, which I'll also probably have to go back on right now because it was such a long time ago. I've been reading Marvel books like Fantastic Four and Avengers by Jonathan Hickman and Secret Wars, of course, because I wanted to remind myself of what we're getting into with Doomsday and everything. But yeah, getting back to this Transformers IP, of course, I really wish that they would have wrapped up the IDW collection with phase 3, but maybe we'll never get that. Maybe Image will grow a conscience and just release that in a compendium or some sort of bigger collection, just so I really can put my focus on this current universe with the Energon universe. And yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson, I've heard nothing but great things, and he's like the up-and-coming guy with a lot of stuff now. And I don't know if this collects up till issue 24. I think it was issue 25 or 26 that I heard was a little controversial, or something happened. I believe it was taking on the mantle of leadership within the Autobots, if I remember correctly, but I haven't read this. It was such a long time ago, but I'm really excited to get into more Transformers comics. Next up is a book that was highly recommended from the humble Jess Bragg, the Omnidog himself, and he has talked about this book and the importance of this book a lot of times whenever we get into talking about the James Tynion IV Batman run, on the main Batman run character. It was right after Rebirth and after Tom King's run, and during that run we have an event called Joker's War. And yeah, so simply, here is Joker's War Zone, or the Joker War Saga I was reading on the backside here. So yeah, I picked up this book because he really underlined the importance of picking this book up if you wanted a complete story and to have no confusion whatsoever about what happens to certain characters within the event itself. Because the omnibus collecting the Batman run itself, I have volume 1 right now, awaiting volume 2. So we're gonna get another haul video by the fall, I promise you, or in August at least. And yeah, so I picked this up because yeah, it clearly collects the whole event, and I would really like to have a good first experience with that run, as I never picked it up in single issues and never picked it up in the smaller paperbacks or hardcovers whenever they released. I try to go the omnibus route as good and as long as I can now, because it just saves up more money. The only downside is that I'll have to wait so much longer to dive into the conversation itself. And yeah, that's the sacrifice of trying to make a mindful decision on how you spend your money and which books to pick up next. Okay, let's move on. And sticking with Batman, this is a Batman run that I've been keeping my eye on for a long time. So long actually that they even released a second volume. And it is written by Dan Jurgens, which also of course wrote a very good Action Comics run during the DC Rebirth, and really waiting volume 2 for that one. And now when we mention it, this one is a Batman character itself, and it is the Batman First Night. And first night as in person, not in the end of the day itself. And yeah, just really nice silhouette there, and yeah, you can see the Golden Age Batman ears and everything. You can't see his hands, so I don't know if he has the purple gloves as well, but you can see the Tommy guns and everything, and really encapsulates somewhat what the animated series tried to emulate with their universe, but then later on with the Amazon Prime Video series, The Caped Crusader, they really got into this time and universe. So what I'm expecting of this, I haven't read up a lot of it. The year is 1939, and so it is the back in the days origins of Batman. And as I said, this can't be a spoiler because I have not read this. I have barely seen any panels of this run, but I have a pretty open mind about this run and think that if he carries a gun, even if he has the doesn't have the no kill rule, I can somewhat accept that within this run. I don't know, just because going back to 1939 and how the Golden Age run of Batman actually was, and now with a modern take on it, with modern artists and writers and everything, and that really understands the character and knows what a superhero universe actually is in hindsight from back then, I don't know what to expect. I'm going in blind with this, as you can hear, but that's my speculation about what this can be. And of course, there's also the size and format of the book, as we can compare it to the Joker War Saga. It is much wider, it's a little bit higher, so it's probably the same height as a deluxe edition, as the Joker War Saga is a standard sized book. And yeah, it's magazine sized, I believe they would say and describe it. So yeah, really looking forward to be reading this. It's just 3 issues. Each issue is about 40 or 50 pages. So I hope it's a good, compelling story. And as I said, I was waiting so long for that volume to come out, or I was focusing on other things, but I waited so long that they also released a second volume. So of course I also picked up The Batman Second Night. And judging by the silhouette here, you can guess who has another appearance within this story. And within the silhouette here of the Man of Steel, you can also see Scarecrow, and it could be Renee Montoya. And we have another masked figure here with an axe that could actually also looks like the Scarecrow, but yeah, I don't know. And Detective Gordon, of course, and Superman here. Within Superman here, looks like he's kind of landing from having leaped tall buildings, so maybe this Superman doesn't actually fly, which I really like. So yeah, so maybe we'll have some original character here, the person here with the axe and everything. The guy with the glasses here, I don't know, he looks like the Time King or Clock King, or I think it's Clock King. I haven't read this, it just says the year is 1940 now, so okay, we jump another year for this. And Dan Jurgens, Mike Perkins, Mike Spencer Mike Spicer once again, and the Black Label. They can do pretty much anything that they want with the Black Label, so I'm all for it. I'm very excited to read this. Feels like I'm rambling on, but this is just the after effects of being away from the camera for such a long time, I guess. Okay, I have one more book to share with you guys, and it's not actually about comic books. Sorry. Not even superheroes, not even independent. This is just a book that I wanted to pick up because I have such fond memories of this TV show. The TV show I'm talking about is Fawlty Towers. So, they released this one. Fawlty Towers, Faults and All. John Cleese's favorite moments. and such a nice thing to celebrate 50 years of rotten service. My God, has it already been 50 years? That is... Okay, I wasn't even alive back then, of course. My dad was, of course, and this was like the TV show we got back into every summer when we were caravan vacationing each summer, and brought a little small carry-on TV and some VHS tapes, and yeah, this was standard, just 1, 2, 3 episodes per night, and everything we were away. So yeah, I can show you a little bit of the insides here. And yeah, this is gonna be awesome to get into. If you are not familiar with Fawlty Towers, it's one of the greatest British series out there, created by John Cleese and his then wife Connie Booth. And let's see here, it's 12 episodes. Just like the Mr. Bean show, you would expect that such a big show as Fawlty Towers, as it's allowed within conversation, would think it was much more episodes, but no, it's just 12. And yeah, it's very quotable. I think me and my dad can have conversations just quoting this all day. And just as you know, with the comic books, the art books and everything, it's just as interesting for me to get behind the scenes with any means necessary. We have the extra material on the DVD boxes most of the times, and now we get even more behind the scenes with this book. So after I'm reading this one, I'm probably gonna lend it to my dad so he can enjoy this as well. Standard British dark humor, that's wonderful. Okay, and with that was everything that I brought for this latest haul, this birthday haul, or whatever we're gonna call it, the comeback haul. I don't know. It's just fun making videos and chatting with you guys again. And I promise you, I am not intending to quit this channel anytime soon. It's just hard to find time sometimes to get out there. But of course, there's other means for me to show you guys stuff, and that's through my Instagram mostly. I have 3 accounts, so it's quite diverse on my attention on each one. You know, one for my private life that shows up a lot of CDs and vinyls that I get into the collection, so that's fun. Still haven't made a video about that. Still talking about making that. Let's see when that happens. And of course we have Joakim Comic Center, where you'll find books like these that I get into the collection, so you can have a sneak peek before one of these videos actually get out. And then of course we have my I Make Movies Now Instagram account for my company. I know that is such a name, it just points out the obvious, but that's what I went with. And yeah, please check it out if you're interested within videography or photography. And thank you so much for watching this. Please like and subscribe, and I'll make sure to show up with another video. Till then, take care and see you. Bye bye.